Brexit remains an opportunity for Gibraltar, according to the Minister for Financial Services, who in his budget speech also said the government was working closely with operators exposed to Brexit risk. In insurance, Alfred Isola said Gibraltar remains a unique alternative domicile for insurance companies focused on the UK market.
We have two applications pending that are particularly interesting, because if authorised, they will both have significant capital investment from day one.
Mr. Isola also spoke of the investment in DLT technology, saying 35 licences were currently being processed and that this means 35 new businesses creating economic activity. He confirmed the gaming sector employs around 3,500 and that there's work ongoing in a project for the two land-based casinos to share operations. Measures to further develop and enhance internal government systems across the public services are being implemented, with the Minister saying there are two major projects ongoing for the delivery of e-government. For his part, the Minister for Health began his address by pointing out that local GPs see up to 600 patients a day. The sponsored patients' budget has gone up by over 17 million in the past 10 years. With Neil Gosser saying they've reined in spending and introduced efficiency measures, together with the repatriation of services. Although the JHA was not financially on target, it's continued to grow the services offered.
Mr. Speaker, it gives me the greatest personal satisfaction to announce that a new and much-needed service in the form of a locally available clinical psychology for children and families is being set up to meet the increasing and expanding demands of children. It is envisaged that when at its full capacity, this service, which will start in October, will be able to address the mental health needs of all of our children population and the families right here at home.
The Minister also has responsibility for justice and spoke of the investment in law enforcement, including £165,000 for software that scans fingerprints electronically, and on the improvements to the court services and innovations at the prison.
The prison is also trialling the use, Mr. Speaker, of tablets for prisoners. This exciting project has been made possible by the ongoing partnership between the prison and a UK provider of specialist equipment for use in prisons. These electronic tablets contain a wide variety of rehabilitation tools, inclusive of full educational courses in subjects such as mathematics, English, ICT and personal development.
For her part, the Minister for Housing confirmed competitive procurement for her San Centenary terraces should happen before the end of the year. A total of 650 homes with a target completion of 2020. Final designs are to be released after the summer, with the sale of the flats early next year. All affordable housing projects should be completed by 2021. There will be changes to the process, including for the eligibility of purchase, where the government says it aims to make it fairer.
There will simply be no room for abuse or speculation for resale for profit, as the Chief Minister explained yesterday. This is not the intention of the creation of affordable housing that is subsidised by the taxpayer. This is just not fair and will not be allowed. And we are looking closely at the underleases going forward to ensure that we have the maximum protection.
Samantha Sacramento announced the government will be building further purpose-built accommodation for the elderly and is looking at suitable locations for this. She highlighted the importance of looking after the existing stock and the investment in government estates. Moving on to sport and culture and the work carried out by the cultural services, Stephen Linares announced he was allocating more premises to the Gibraltar Academy of Music and Performing Arts. The Old Sisters Quarters, beside St Bernard's Middle School, is to be allocated. The Minister gave an overview of his responsibilities, which include the youth, GBC and sport. He's also the Minister behind the Island Games and asked the public to be patient during the preparations, saying it would be good for Gibraltar in the long run. The sporting facilities, he said, were on budget and on time.
The government has a duty to be positive and to invest in the well-being of our community. This is what we are doing by hosting the Island Games in Gibraltar next year. The benefits are huge. From the outset, we focused on delivering the best Island Games ever. When I traveled to other such games over the years, I have been stopped and praised by people who remember the Sunshine Games that Gibraltar hosted in 1995. Hosting an Island Games is a great honor, and I can say now that the response that I have had to date from everyone in our community has been duly exceptional.
Mr. Linares added the Games will showcase Gibraltar as a forward-looking society and benefit business and commercial entities, as well as putting on a sporting programme for everyone to enjoy.